All right, so welcome back to Lexitam. The camera I'm using today is a Logitech C, and it's just a basic 1080p webcam. So the Canon camera feed was trash; it wouldn't connect with Streamlabs. So this is it, but it's just a little corner piece right there. But the main view is what I got up on the screen. So what I'm trying to work on here, and I'm going to have a link in the description of where you can go get this Excel worksheet that I've put together. It's my newest one, and I'm down to 2 worksheets that I've done probably 50. And I'm constantly pushing forward trying to get the one worksheet that will do everything that I'm doing. Now, this isn't going to be for everybody. So if you're not doing the type of crypto investing that I'm doing, then this may not work for you, or parts of it will, and you can peel it off. So with every sheet that I ever put out that I link that you can go download at lexitam.com, so link in the description below, every sheet that I put out, I always leave it wide open so that the formulas and the how I built it is easily seen. I don't hide any of it. So what I want to do here today is just quickly run through what is coming. You'll see a few dummy transactions in play. And what I'll end up doing is, as you'll see, there are 4 parts to this sheet. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let me change this real quick. Okay, so I got that fixed. All right. So I'm going to end up doing a video series that's going to be about 5 minutes of video to go over, well, section 1, 2, 3, 4. So there'll be 4 sections. So this is one Excel workbook. You open it up, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tabs at the bottom. So inside this one workbook, which I've called the Master Crypto Workbook, has 7 tabs in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And each tab is its own sheet. Now they're all going to relate, and you'll see how that works here in a second. So we're going to start. I just want to do a quick overview today, put this video out there, blast it out on social media so that people can see that it's coming. When it will be uploaded will either be by the end of today or by the end of this weekend, depending on how I try to connect things. I'm trying to make this as friction-free as possible because a lot of questions were coming into me saying, on any one of my particular sheets, how do I add a coin, or how do I do this, or how do I do that? And I was thinking, oh my God, I got to go back and I got to see which sheet we're talking about, because through the months I have iterated to another sheet or another sheet, and I've advanced and I've left those ones behind, yet I know they're out there and people have them and they're asking questions, and it's getting harder and harder for me to go back and try to figure out what was I thinking when I built that sheet. So this is getting down to how I invest. And let me just explain that really quick. The basic way of how I invest is, and you're going to see here at the bottom, I'll move this really quick here. So you'll see at the bottom there, I have 25% increase sheet. I have 50%. I have 75%. I have 100%. Then I have, 25, 50, 75, 100. And then I go Forex only, and then more money. Move money, I'm sorry. And then this right here has my OG positions in it, so I'm not going to show that. So this sheet is blank because I haven't tied all these sheets into the profits come in and they hit buckets, and then these buckets go somewhere in the real world. Okay, like to real estate investments or whatever. So you're going to see here in just a quick second. Let me put this back down at the bottom. Okay, so what we're going to be doing here is, if I'm doing that, it's because I'm moving something that you don't need to see and would bore you anyway. So I'm going to carry you through each one of the those are all investment types. And so for the 25% increase, what I'm doing is I'm investing $100. And when the $100 investment the price action of a coin. I don't care what the price is of a coin. I don't care what the coin is. Based on technical analysis, on-chain analysis, quant reviews, and seeing how the movements are, I'm looking for the fastest intraday 25% up on any particular coin that I don't care about the coin. I'm going to put $100 in, let's say, and I want a 25% increase on this price action. And let's say the price of the coin was $1. So I bought the coins. They're sitting in my exchange. The price goes from $1 to $1.25 today. I'm selling because I did exactly what that sheet told me to do. And you're going to see how it works in a second. Second one, 50%, same thing. Now it's $1.50. Let's say I invest in a coin, blah, 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 and I want 75% increase. It's $1.75 today. The 75% increase, 75 cents on the dollar. It went up that in price action. The price moved. Boom, I'm selling. Same with the 100%. That means the coin basically doubled its price. I'm immediately in. The price increase hits. I'm out. I'm taking the profits and scraping and moving them around and moving them to go do other things, whether it be liquidity pooling or staking or reinvesting or pulling it out in fiat cash to go put it in an account for other goals that I have. Whatever the case may be, those are very specific targeted price action movement investments I'm making for quick hitters just to do so. The other one is called Forex only, which is this sheet right here. This is a totally preset sheet that I'm going to show you in a minute. Totally preset. Every single number in here is preset. Every formula is preset. The only thing I have to fill out is these boxes right here, this box right here, this box right here. That's it. Once I fill those boxes out, this is completely done and everything fills in, and I'll show you that in a second also. So today's just a quick cursory overview of each sheet. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down these right here. This one, this one, this one, this one. These are all 25 to 100%. These are all the same sheet, as you can see. They're all the same. Okay? So that's one video to show you how to fill all this stuff in and how the dark ones you don't touch, the light ones you fill in, and everything pre-populates for you. And this is each row is a transaction. So it goes on and on and on and on. I got 1,000 lines pre-made. The Forex sheet is this is the sheet. It'll never be added to because, as you can see down here, I don't know that I'm ever going to invest $838 million on one transaction to try to Forex it. I just don't think I'm going to do that. So, but I filled it all the way down just in case maybe you do. So the move money, this is going to be buckets that I'm going to fill up and have all those profits from these other sheets filling into here. That hasn't been created yet, but I wanted to get this out there to let you guys know. Here we go. Okay, now let me move this again. All right, so now let's go over this sheet right here. This is really, really kind of simple. I'm going to pump it up, and I'm going to have to scooch around to show you what's happening here. This is auto balancing right here. This is going to be green or red based on your up or down. Okay, so we're just going to kind of move this right here, and we're going to fill it in. So on the first 1/1/2021 at Coinbase, I bought Cardano, okay? And I bought 1,000 coins of Cardano at a price point of $1. I paid $2 in fees. Now, what you see so far is it calculated my cost, because this is the buy section. So it calculated my total cost for this transaction. This section here you never touch. Potential, never touch it. Because it is literally going to pre-figure out for you based on the rule of this particular sheet, which is the 25% sheet, that this price action right here needs to go up 25%. So it figures it for you, whatever the price is that you paid for the coin. Now you are waiting for the coin to go to $1.25, and it's showing you what your cash out is going to be total, which is you put in 1,002, you're going to cash out $12.50. Now let's say the next day, 1/2/2021. The price action did go up to that number. We're just going to use it all round numbers. By the way, it pre-populated the coin that I put here for you because you don't need to retype that in. You know what you're selling because this is a 1-for-1 in-out same transaction. Okay. I'm also going to sell I leave this for you to choose because you may want to sell half or whatever. I left it for you guys to figure out, so I didn't pre-populate it. But I'm always going to sell out what I have. So 1,000 tokens I'm going to sell. Boom. I paid $2 in fees again. And there it is. Now, I need to scooch this over a tick, because what it's showing you now is I profited a total after fees, after my expensing and whatever. So it took my $1,002 that I paid. It took my $1,248 that I totally cashed out because I had to pay fees here. I got a profit of $246 cash. Over here, that will be represented as I am now globally up $246 on this sheet. And so I see my transactions in total will just keep accumulating, okay? How much have I spent over the life? How much have I cashed out over the life? Am I up or down over the life? By transaction, you can see that I hit my mark. I did what I was supposed to do. This 246 and growing will eventually end up over here in a bucket called my 25% sheet has profited me this amount of money, and I'm taking this money and I'm moving it here and I'm moving it here and I'm moving it here. Same for the 50% sheet. You'll see it when I build it. So now the 50% sheet is the same exact situation as the 25% sheet. There's no difference whatsoever. Now I'm going to pump this down. I don't know how it's going to look on screen, but that's full screen. You can see everything at once. You might have to squint if you're watching it on, I don't know. So this is your totaling of this sheet's transactions. This is a one-for-one transaction. Each row is its own transaction number. You could add a column right here in D. I left it right here, where you could take this column right here and call it the transactions and scooch it over and have it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever you want. That's up to you. So left to right, you fill in the buy order. This is telling you what your potential is, what you're looking for. And when this number hits out on the open market and you see that this is the number you're looking for and it hits and you're looking at, CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap or Nomics, you see that the number went up, you get an alert from CoinStats, whatever app you use, boom, you know it's trigger time. Bang, go sell it. Boom, you got your money out, you're done. That's the quick and down and dirty on this sheet. The same for the 50%, the same for the 75%, the same for the 100%. It's the exact same formulas. It's just the only change is how much are we looking to increase and how much does the price need to increase, which is the 100% from what you paid for it. Now you come over here to the Forex sheet. So that takes care of the 4 percentages and you can change these percentages to whatever you want. You can go in there and I can show you really, really quick. You're not going to be able to see it because this doesn't get bigger. But up here you can see, if you really look hard, you can see it's 0.25 and 0.25. So and this is an if statement so that there's not a bunch of zeros here. So just look at the first part right here. So I'm saying if I5, the dollar coin price, times 25%, which is 0.25, plus the coin price equals this number right here, $1.25. That's where I get that number. You could literally call this the 28% thing and just go up here and change this to 0.28, 0.28, and then come over to price over here and change the same. Well, this actually relates to this right here, so you only have to do it once. I'm sorry, right here. You would make the change. Wherever you want to change your percentage, modify it to what you want, you would come up in here and you would change these times this right here, this number right here, and this number right here. So if anyone has any questions about that, I can walk you through it if you get to me directly somehow. Now, we're going to go to the Forex sheet. This one is, I'm going to really pump this up so you can see it. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Let's see how that looks. Hopefully you can see this. I can't tell when I'm recording. I can't tell. So anyway, all right. This right here is just a little rule for me. And then I have a little rule over here, which says I fill in the buy price, which is right here, okay, right here, and the buy number is figured out as to how many coins at that price is equal to the box invest money. So this number is pre-populated. This is I set this already. These are all set. You don't touch anything except for these empty light blue cells and these empty dark blue cells, these two right here. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2 right here. The totals are not boxes because they just total. And these numbers pre-populate. Everything pre-populates. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Those are the only ones you're ever going to fill out. So let's go over here. Oh, I also say the cell number, which is right here, is equal to the buy number, which is right here, and it's auto. The sell dollar amount right here is the buy number times 4 because this is a 4x every time, so it pre-populates, hence the 4x price action. So what I'm doing here is I'm doing a doubling effect. In effect, what I'm saying is if you look at what I'm doing, this is the number, the column you need to look at. I'm investing $100. When I'm done and the price, and you're going to see in a second here, when the price action moves the way it's supposed to move, and based on how many tokens you end up buying to get to that $100 spend at Coinbase, it's always going to be different. So what I've done is I've built in the formula to divide out however many tokens you need to buy on any particular coin that you think is going to Forex. I wanted the liberty and the variableness, if you will, to have however many tokens you buy, this system figure out for you how many tokens do you need to buy to only spend whatever the amount is in the box you're in at the time, which is 100 or 200 or 400. It does the math for you automatically. So watch this. On this date, okay, I went to Coinbase. Okay, I am going to buy the price of the token. This buy $ means the price of the token that I'm looking to Forex. Doesn't matter what the price of the token is because it's always going to only be $100 spend because the amount of tokens, the pink right here, is going to be figured out for you and tell you how many tokens you need to buy. So the price of the coin I want to buy is Polkadot. And let's say it's $54 a token. It's that simple. Just boom. That's it. Do you see what happened here? It tells me, okay, Don, you only want to spend $100. I didn't put a C there. Let me put a C there to be legit. Okay. So I only want to spend $100 pre-formatted. I'm going to spend $54. The price of the token is $54. So I need to buy 1.85 tokens to make it so that I only spend $100. So it matched up perfectly. Did the calculation for you up here. Okay. Now over here on this column, which is now waiting for you to execute, which means on this date at Coinbase, I went ahead and executed. If those two things are filled out, you're done. And you can see what happened. Obviously, I'm going to resell the 1.85 Polkadot tokens. I'm going to sell them. The price of the token was $54. I have to wait until it gets to 200. I should put price of coin here. Buy price coin. Buy price. Let's just do this real quick. This will be a note for me later to figure that out. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. And then the sell price of token. Okay, we'll just do something like that. Or coin, I'm sorry. Let's do coin. On the fly adjustments. Nothing like it, huh? All right, so sorry for that. On this date at Coinbase, I pre-told myself I want to spend $100. I have to buy 1.85 tokens of Polkadot. And let's say you just write this up here. Okay. And the price is $54 a token. Boom, I execute. I got 1.85 tokens of Polkadot sitting in my wallet at Coinbase. I paid $50 per token to get it. I only had to spend $100. I'm done. I'm waiting for the price of the coin to go to $216 a token. When it does, I will sell all 1.85 tokens. When I do, I will cash out $400. 4x my money. 4x my money. I down here have divided this amount right here by 25% each. Each station gets 25%. This is my strategy. This right here is my wife. So she's going to get $100. Wife fees. I'm going to go stake $100 of that profit to USDC for 20% over on Matic, over on Aave, doing what I do with DeFi. I'm going to go buy some OG tokens, some Ethereum, some Bitcoin, some Chainlink, or whatever I do. And then I'm going to reinvest $100 right back into this, erase this stuff out, and do it again. Now, here, I'm going to invest $200. Now, I'm going to take that back. I'm going to take all that back, take all that back, take all that back. So what I've done is in this scenario right here, you can do this and just keep pumping, keep pumping, keep pumping, keep pumping, and then grow over time wherever you grow. What I'm actually going to do for a while, as you can see, is I'm going to take the Stacy money and the reinvest money, and I'm going to move 200 of the dollars over here, and I'm going to invest now $200. It gets kind of wonky here. I could do this sheet twice, or we could just go through it with these videos and explaining how I do it. But I would just say it's your choice, but I'll figure this out this weekend. So I'm going to take 200 of the $400. So I'm definitely going to go stake and definitely going to go buy some more tokens. Leave this behind. It's done. And I'm going to move over here and take $200 cash, and I'm going to go bang. Put in 200 and do the same thing. I'm going to cash out 800. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take half of it, put it here, half of it, stake and buy. Now you're going to come here, then you go to 16. Now watch what starts happening. These are pre-formatted. By the time you get to the 6th transaction, you're investing $3,200 in any token. I don't care if it's a dollar token that you're waiting for it to go to $4 a token. That's a Forex move. I don't care if you're buying a $50 token, you're waiting for a Forex move. Then you have to wait for the price to go to $200 a token. It doesn't matter what the price of the token is. Obviously, a dollar token is going to get to $4 a token. If it's a small micro cap that's going to get a lot of infusion of cash soon, it's going to pump 4x quicker than Polkadot's going to pump 4x. That may take a year or two. A small cap coin that's really hot may happen in a week. So this is your investment choice. I'm no advisor on investment, and this is not legal advice. This is not SEC be watching me telling you how to invest advice. I'm not doing that. I'm showing you what I'm doing, and I'm just providing a tool for anyone to use if they want to do anything with their investment strategy that this tool can help you do. Disclaimer out of the way. So you see here by the 6th transaction, you're investing $3,200 on a single transaction, waiting for that price action to go up 4x, cash out $12,800, cut it in half, scooch down here, and come down here to this next row, and half of that $12,800 is right here. Boom. Now the other $6,400 is invested somewhere. Like I said, it's invested in here and here. So I'm leaving these blank, and I'm investing here with the other half of the $12,000, and I'm taking the other $6,400 and putting it in this box, and I'm going to go do it again, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again. Now, when you get to the second row, you're investing $204,800 in one token, waiting for it to 4x. I don't know what token that would be. That's a heavy lift to do one token and wait for a 4x move, but it is. You would come out with $819,000, cut it in half, invest in these two, scooch on over here, come down here, and you're investing $409,000. If you really want to get funky with it and go all the way through the rows and get down to here, your final investment is $838 million, and you're cashing out $3.3 billion. What I'm trying to show here, so on that note, what I'm trying to show here is that the doubling effect, the doubling of how much you invest, going left to right, down to the next column, left to right, you put 100, then you invest 200, then you invest 400, then you invest 800, then you invest 1,600, then 3,200. Go down to the next column. You're investing double the amount of last time by double, and you can never leave that paradigm box. You have to stay in that box and have those hands really strong to stay in it until you get queasy and go, I don't want to put up $1.6 million, right here. I don't want to put up $1.6 million to get $6 million, cut that in half and invest $3 million. I'm good with $1.6 million. I'm out. I just wanted to provide some way, and I'll kind of just bring this up here. I just wanted to invest some way to show how the doubling effect in investing can work. And you have to be strict. You have to stick with this if you're going to do something like this, because it's going to get tough quick. You can see by the second row, we're starting to deal with some really heavyweight numbers. So I just wanted to put this out there. I'm getting to the point where I'm investing in about four, if you've stayed with me this long, which I doubt most people have, is I'm investing on I guess you could call it a, with this over here, I'm kind of investing in a linear manner, one for one. I'm in 25%, I'm out. 50%, I'm out. Over on the other sheet, I'm definitely more rigid. I'm rigid. There's no guesswork here. I take all the guesswork out of your investment strategy. It's basically price action and a rule. The reason why I did Forex, which makes it take a longer time to get to that number, this is a long-term situation here, is because I need those 4 pieces of the money to come back out to me. 1 to reinvest, 2 to stake, 3 to buy OG tokens, and 4 to give to my wife. Or take my wife's money and the reinvest money, combine them, and move to the next box. So I kind of leave it for however you want to do it. So this is the sheet, the workbook. These are the sheets within the workbook, and I'm looking to work out of this workbook full time. I did have a request to make a liquidity pool mining, liquidity pool, yield farm, kind of DeFi sheet, and I am working on that. That's a lot different because, boy, is that a whole different series. So for now, I'm trying to work out of here, make quicker returns, longer term returns, and the big portfolio, my long-term HODL portfolio, I'm just constantly dollar cost averaging in for the 5-10 year play. I hope that this is helpful. If you stayed with me for 26 minutes, I appreciate it. And I'm going to have to chop this series up into a series of videos. So probably, yeah, for sure over the holiday. Yeah, I'll get them all pumped out next week. I'll have them all done. This whole thing will be done next week. So I will work on this over the weekend. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, I'll be pumping out the videos for each section. By Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, everything should be done, completely finished. This is what I'm working out of. It's available for download. I've cleaned it all up. I may make 2 sheets here for the Forex one. I don't know yet. Maybe leave it up to you guys. Let me know in the comments below what you would want. In the meantime, have a great weekend. I will get to work on this hard and heavy. It'll all be out next week. Thanks for watching.